Madam Chair, there are 6 items na we want sana na ma-address yun mabalik, but there are a lot na natanggal. Yung isa po, number 1, yung priority ko is sana we increase the hazard pay of our agents, only the agents, from 4,000 to 15,000. Medyo hindi na po kami at par with other law enforcement. So we've been transferring agents from one province to another, and it's very difficult for them to cope up with the transfer. So nahirapan po kami na mag-ikot. Number 2, we are doing now an operation, so about 200 to 220 average operations per month. Ito po yung mga, kasama na po dyan yung mga usaik, lahat na po, financial scam, cyber crimes and everything. So right now we are asking for the increase sana for we're spending so much for the co-plan. If you will just, yung po co-plan na tinatawag, when we do the operations, nandun po lahat yung data na kailangan, including the expenses. Normally, we are averaging the expenses nasa minimum 100. So if you put to 100 po yung sa co-plan namin, averaging at 200 to 220, mga 44 billion a month na po yung kailangan namin dyan to continue what we've been doing. At meron po kaming upgrade sana ng mga ng equipment, yung pong sa mga drones na kailangan naming bilhin, and other issues that we want to address in order for us also to address yung administrative capability namin. We want to do yung pong ISO namin, gusto rin namin sanang gawin doon. And another is purchase of additional vehicles, which is very critical in our operations. A lot of our vehicles right now are marked or red plate po. So we cannot do the operations using the marked vehicles kasi darating pa lang po kami, sabihin, andyan yung mga NBI, may gagawin. So those are the things po na kinat po sa amin. No? Medyo marami po talaga. We recognize yung sa budget utilization on the previous year, and we have plugged it down. And if we look at the mandate given by the Congress na nag-expand po yung aming investigative power, which we have to cope out, especially in the issues po of cybercrime. About 8 out of 10 crimes related na po yung cyber, 80%. So yan po yung isa namin gusto sanang ma-address. Right now, we are sharing the tools that CICC have, pero sana po meron din kaming capability. So siguro may mga kongs po na very concerned in their district to address also those crimes. So we are looking forward to put up cybercrime laboratories sana sa mga regions, and those things po, those are all law enforcement that tools and equipment that we need para po medyo makahabol. Kasama na po dyan yung issue ng shooting sa Ateneo di Zamboanga and also sa Tacloban. Meron po kaming mga continuous monitoring that we need the support po of the Committee of Appropriation to address these concerns po. Salamat po.
Thank you, Director Melvin. Actually, you were talking about anti-cybercrime, and nakita ko, hindi ko lang po nabanggit kanina, aside from anti-trafficking and persons enforcement and OSAIC, yung anti-cybercrime pala sobrang laki ng binagsak, 71%. Across the board, looking at the corrections program, half from the victims' compensation, looking at the legal services program, 15% from the Refugee and Stateless Persons Protection Unit. Sa Bucor, natanggalan din po sa gas, 13%. Sa immigration, we've discussed that already. LRA, nabawasan din yung gas by 12%. OGCC, nabawasan din yung gas. So across the board talaga in general administration and support services. And then for OSG, operations got cut by 8%. PPA, 36% din sa gas. And PCGG, 64%, less RLIP and special account. So across the board, it's very helpful that you were able to segment it in this manner, Sec, kasi at least nakikita namin na each agency talaga, even OADR, gas din and operation. So we're able to see the cuts across the board within the DOJ. So Sec, we'll work together po with Vice Chair Mike Tan in terms of prioritizing the items
Yes.
for consideration in restoration. Because as you know po, here in the Committee on Appropriations, one of the important reforms that we've done was we now have the Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee, which deliberates on and discusses line by line all the amendments that we would incorporate into the HGAB. And those amendments po would come from the request, the institutional amendments request emanating from the agency. So hihingi po sana kami ng tulong ninyo, all the heads of agencies and all of our officials po in the DOJ, please help us po, please guide us so that when we do prioritize items for restoration, at least po it's in line with the priorities of the agency. Sayang naman po kung malagyan namin ng pondo yung isang bagay na hindi naman talaga yun yung priority ng ahensya. So in this process, let's partner po. So we would best allocate and optimize the utilization of resources given our very limited fiscal space. So, Sec, sorry po, magsaset lang ako ng kung kaya po sana, if you can send us within the week, best po if you can send it ASAP, just so
Yes.
we're able to consolidate everything before the deliberation of the BARC.
Yes, Your Honor, we will comply. We will comply and definitely submit a comprehensive listing with the appropriate prioritization per agency.
And then I'll also defer to Vice Chair Mike if in case there's like back and forth before we finalize the prioritized list. Yun lang. I think yun po, that's the most important, my most important role in this hearing, which is to make sure that we're able to best identify the items that would require restoration. So on our part po, best effort, but again, we all recognize that we have limited fiscal space, but we'll make sure po that we're able to allocate resources in the most optimized manner. Thank you, Sec. Thank you to the officials po of the DOJ. Sorry po. And lastly po, parang, we recognize the great work that the DOJ and all the attached agencies have been doing, especially from the law enforcement side. And ano pa, we want to recognize that by also equipping you with the resources that you need to be able to perform your mandates better. So we're your partners po. Alam niyo naman po yan. We're always in support of all the projects and programs that you are and all the good that you are doing for our country. So I just wanted to take this opportunity. Maraming salamat po for all the great work that you're doing.
Thank you, Chair Mika. May we